Question 5, Huw Irranca-Davies.
Diolch Roedd Llywydd. Will the First Minister make a statement on the effectiveness of NHS Wales's Test, Trace and Protect service?
So Test, Trace, Protect is an essential mechanism to detect, control and protect people from the spread of the virus. The public service partnership approach that we have taken in Wales has safeguarded public funds, used them with probity and integrity, and has efficiently delivered a highly effective system for Wales.
First Minister, thank you for that answer. And the reason I raise this question is because, shockingly, it was reported last week, and I quote, "There is no evidence to show that the UK Conservative government's multi-billion-pound test and trace programme to combat COVID-19 in England contributed to a reduction in coronavirus infection levels. But worse still, First Minister, the chair of the House of Commons Public Accounts Committee said the enormous amount spent on this scheme leaves the impression that the public purse has been used like a cash point, totaling £37 billion over 2 years. Now, this is in stark contrast to NHS Wales's Test, Trace and Protect service, which, as of the end of February, I understand had reached 99.6% of positive cases who were eligible, together with 95% of their close contacts. So would you agree with me, First Minister, that it is definitely better to invest taxpayers' hard-earned money into tried and tested public services who have a strong track record of delivery, and that the £37 billion wasted by the UK government frankly makes their offer of a below-inflation 1% pay rise to nurses even more darn insulting?
Well, Llywydd, Huw Irranca-Davies is right. The £37 billion figure is eye-watering. £6 billion handed out in contracts by direct award with no competition for those contracts at all. We have made provision in our budget for next year to run our highly successful TTP system up until the end of September, and we've needed to put £60 million aside in order to do that. £60 million, the cost here in Wales. The eye-watering sums criticised in that Public Accounts Committee report across the board. We've done it, as the member knows, because we have relied upon the public service. No £1,100 a day consultants here in Wales. No companies running the service in order to extract a private profit. We've relied on public service and public servants, and it's they who have delivered the outstandingly successful system we have. And I agree with him. You know, I go back to the answer I gave earlier about the way in which we can see the Conservative government at Westminster manoeuvring to make sure that the consequences of this pandemic are heaped onto the shoulders of those least able to bear them. And when we say that it is our public service and public servants who have got us through this crisis in the way that our TTP system demonstrates, those people are to have no increase at all next year. That's their reward from the UK government. This government and a Labour government at the UK level too would have a very, very different set of priorities. And I believe that those priorities are shared by people here in Wales.